This part of the video will be just walking around the exterior of the barn. This is the south side. It's had siding replaced. New roof. Cupolas got damaged, but I repaired them and we put them back up to last another 100 years. Barn measures 115 feet long, 30 feet wide, and 30 feet high. This is the east side, the haymow door, and the end of the rail for the transport for the hay into the barn. This is a new door we had to replace. This is the north side. These are called transom windows, or door windows, and you can see there had been a rail across there at one time for horses. And the other side of the cupola, and another double door, another transom window, and again evidence of rails underneath there to originally have doors for horses. Another single door that we replaced, and the cupola ventilator, and just down below it to the right is the hatch for a silo. There's a wooden silo inside this barn. It's 24 feet high, 16 feet in diameter. This way we kind of can get an idea of how large this barn is. And there's the Iowa Barn Foundation Award of Distinction for restoring this barn. And we did not get a grant. We used our own, my mother's own money to restore this barn. So we get an award and a plaque. Now we're on the west side. Another big haymow door up on top with rail transporting the hay in on this side. There had been a lean-to on this side, but it was not original, so we replaced it and put a sliding door on this side. And this is the south side. This is with the sliding door open. Right now we're using this for storage. Some friends have some things stored in here. And then this is the base of the silo. And it goes up through the first floor into the haymow, which we'll see later. And then this is a dividing point between this part of the building. Just continuing on, we're back to the south side. And this is the ramp and the door where cattle would have come in here to get milked. And we have still, there are 18 milking stanchions still here. On the south half. And this is over where the silo is. They'd be able to unload from the top down and get the silage without having to go outside. And there's the top of the roof through the silo. And over here would be a storage room for medical stuff and chemicals. And that's the side of the silo there. And this was part of a milk room that we took off. Not being used right now. or anything. Walk through the center. Here's the ladder to go up to the haymow. Then over on this side are calf pens for whatever other animals they need to take care of. And then these are the beams that go up into the haymow for the H bent framing. Some of these beams down here in this part are hand hewn. You can see same peg construction, and there are places where there had been braces at one time and been removed, probably when they put the concrete in for the cattle milking parlor part. This is a sliding window that I didn't know was a sliding window until I start to repair it. Both windows slide out. Here's another evidence of there were some beams at one time for bracing, and they've been since removed. Well, I'm up in the haymow now on the west side of the barn, and this is where farmers usually, at least the ones that farm this farm, usually stored their straw from the oats. And you can see this is still the same construction, mortise and tenon. I'll get some close-ups of that. And then, kind of unusual, is the silo inside. And it's 24 feet tall and 16 feet diameter. Was used to store corn silage, and there's a hatch in the roof where they would fill it. It's leaning a little bit, but it's not going to go anywhere, I don't think. You can see the wood pegs. They would make notches. And then drill a peg through. These are 8x8 beams all the way across. The barn is 30 feet wide, so each one of these beams is 30 feet long, 8x8. And each section of the framing is 15 feet. So each of the beams that goes lengthwise also is 30 feet long by 8x8. A different view of the silo inside here. It's all wood, probably redwood. I can't state for sure. That's one of the cupolas vents. It's probably kind of hard to see the silo openings all the way down to the floor. To the first level where the cows were. This is all inside. I don't believe this silo would have survived if it had been outside. It's at least 100 years old. I'm kind of bad on the light here, but these are transom windows. There are two of these. They're 1 foot wide and about 15 feet, 12 panes in each one of them. Total about 15 feet long. Here you can see where some of the handiwork of of the framing goes. So every 15 feet one of these beams hit me right about in the shoulder. So it's not the best barn for a barn dance. The transom window. This is the one on the other side. Here's the other cupola ventilator. And then it's kind of hard to see, but all the way across the whole barn is the rail for hay to take it into the barn, and then they'd release it. This is the opening on the west side to drop the hay down, and the very nice stairs that we had made so that people could get up here and take a look at this wonderful framing up here.